Hello, 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 everybody. Good afternoon. My name is Jason. I am so glad to be here and to share with you some techniques how to read in English effectively. So sometimes we struggle with the words, how to pronounce them. Maybe we struggle with this. We don't know how to understand them, how to educate our ears to understand some words. When we have English as second language, we tend to um, think as we think with our first language. When we are reading, it is really, really important to read out loud. Why? It is important to listen to your voice. It is the first technique that you have to do about your listening. You can use your reading and also your listening your own voice. I got a question. Who here like to record your own voice and listen it after? Raise your hand. Yes, you. Okay. Oh, you. Okay, four people here. But I can tell you that it's really, really important to do this kind of thing because if you listen to your voice, you understand or you see how your English is speaking sounds, right? So it is good. Well, I am going to pronounce some words. As you can see here, we have a text. And after that, we are going to pronounce some words. I'm going to read the whole text first, and I want you to listen to my voice first. Well, I have a great job. I study crocodiles. It's an important job. Let me explain why. So it starts with a job, and you are going to explain why. When you are reading, you have to read as much as you can naturally, saying, if you try doing that naturally, you can make it naturally. You have to respect, of course, punctuation. That is extremely important. You have to breathe as you are reading. You have to breathe, and you have to respect any each pause. But from this text, we have some words I would like to show you. I will pronounce the words, and I want you to repeat after me. Typist. Good. Secretary. Good. I. Okay. Smile. Possible. Impossible. At college. Bird. Lonely. Thunder. Below. Above. An alarm clock. Um, Sometimes we try to pronounce a word, for example, crocodiles. Um, in my first language, we used to say crocodilas, but because it is Portuguese sound. So that's why you have to be careful when you are pronouncing some words. You have to understand the English sound. It is not your first language sound anymore. So let me emphasize crocodiles. What else? Food. Okay, as you can see here, food. Right? You had to sound like you don't say Fuji. You had to say food. Um, Learn, especially when we have consonants at the end. You have to be careful. Fast, grow, and eat. Eat. Right? You have to pronounce that. Let's repeat these words. Sick, food, food, eat. Good job, good job. So, you have to be careful as much as you can when you are pronouncing them, because we tend to pronounce the way we pronounce in our first language. Okay? Um, and when we are responding something, as you can see here, we have to use words and expressions we usually use uh, in English, because we are speaking in English. We have to understand that you have to use the words proper for English, not proper for your own language, your first language, first tongue, mother tongue. For example, the word here, as you can see, well, well, it's kind of you are just calling for the thoughts, right? You can think more, you have more time to think about what you are going to respond. For example, um, do you like to study every day? And you, well, I do like to study every day, but I don't have time. But you use it, the word well, in we pronounce this very very frequent. Okay, I hope you guys have enjoyed.